Good afternoon, folks, and welcome to day 2 of the 2021 First Piedmont Corporation Invitational. We've got a great matchup on tap here for the early game today, featuring Life Christian Academy and Hargrave Military Academy's varsity squad. Quite the turn of events from last night, some scheduling snafus, but nonetheless, we are here. And we are ready for a pair of great games. This first matchup against two VISAA Division II opponents who both saw their regular seasons and normal high school seasons end on Monday evening, as both teams fell in the first round of the VISAA State Invitational Tournament. Life Christian Academy won the Division III state championship the past 2 years, moved up to Division II this year. So quite the matchup we've got on tap here in this one. Looks like we've got everyone situated now. Hargrave in black, Life Christian Academy in maroon. And it looks like we are ready to jump it up. We'll play high school timing with a shot clock. And we're off and running. That layup attempt no good for Kennedy. And A.K. Dixon, sophomore from Cincinnati, Ohio, comes down with the rebound. Kendrick Davis, floater, up and in, and Hargrave strikes first.
Step up, Colin. Middle right there.
Ashton Ali back to Shannon Henry. Good ball movement there by LCA. Kennedy unable to find the bottom of the net as Alex Turner, the freshman from Raleigh, North Carolina, up and above the rim. Turner in his second year here at Hargrave, showing continued growth throughout the past year. Colin Himmelberg, three-pointer on the way, and the Tigers are out of the gates on fire. Colin Himmelberg, the recipient of a pair of 40-point outbursts this season, showing the sweet stroke there from downtown. And Hargrave up a touchdown just over a minute into game action. Plaskett's floater no good, and Hargrave looks to continue to push here, playing with great energy. Turner to the rim, layup attempt no good, and it winds up in the hands of Malachi Plaskett. Peterson in the corner, goes into Henry. Henry working on Dixon. Fadeaway, no good. Senior A.J. Walton of Danville, Virginia, pushing it up. And good defense there by LCA. Himmelberg, deep three. Front rim. Ball rolls around. And we've got a traveling violation called on A.K. Dixon. That'll turn the ball back over to Life Christian Academy as Brandon Green-Pulley checks into the game for LCA. Colin Himmelberg steal. Hargrave playing strong defense so far in this one as they lead this 9-0. Full court pressure for the Tigers, playing with great energy. They fell to North Cross on Monday evening, 77-61, after leading by 1 at halftime, as that three drops for the 6'5 junior from Brooklyn, New York, Tyke Peterson. And Life Christian on the board after being held scoreless for about 2.5 minutes. Himmelberg mid-range jumper, no good. Green on the board, and Life Christian looking to run. Pass ahead, no good there. Well, Hargrave turns it back over. Both teams trying to figure each other out here in the early going. Green pulley swings it around to Plaskett. Plaskett into the lane, finds a cutting Kennedy. Good pass there to Henry, no good. And the tip goes to Kendrick Davis. And Himmelberg with a strong finish. And now Turner with the steal. And Himmelberg's pass deflected out of bounds. Number 10, Omari Curley checking into the game for Life Christian.
Screen away, kid. Screen away, kid. Screen away, kid. Come on, let's go.
23 seconds on the shot clock. That pass now deflected out of bounds as well. Hargrave going to have to inbound from the deep corner here. Tough place to inbound. From 22 seconds on the shot clock, 4:39 on the game clock here in the first quarter of action. We had a great night of basketball last night inside Walter Davis Gymnasium. Hoping for the same this afternoon. A.J. Walton into the lane, and the senior lays it in with the left. And Hargrave now has their largest lead at 10.
Over here, your side. Come over here, Colin. Let's go, middle, go, middle, go, middle. You gotta go score, Mike.
Peterson three-pointer on the way. It is good. And we've got an official timeout. Peterson knocks down a pair of threes. And back to action now. Colin Himmelberg walking it up, guarded by Plaskett.
Come on, Turner.
Himmelberg, a senior from Chapel Hill, North Carolina, has had a really good season in his first year at Chatham as Plaskett comes up with the steal. He's being chased out by Turner. Turner's block attempt, no good, and Plaskett finishes the lay-in here. Kennedy guarding Davis out at the top. And Green pulley almost comes up with the steal. Walton ends up with it, and the right-handed floater, nothing but net, and Hargrave back up 7. Good ball movement here for LCA as they look to set something up in the half court. Hargrave showing a bit of a zone here. Green pulley drives baseline, finds Henry, back to Peterson. Can he make it a third? He can. Tyke Peterson starting this game on fire. He's got 3 triples here in the early going. Himmelberg loses it, gets it over to Dixon. Dixon shot no good, rebounded by Alex Turner. He'll knock it in and 1. That foul going to be on number 5, Green pulley, his first, team first. Alex Turner at the line, shooting 1. Just over 5 minutes into this one. Hargrave with a strong scoring output so far, as Turner's free throw, front rim and no good. See if LCA can continue to cut into this deficit. They trailed by as many as 10. Getting a strong shooting output so far from Tyke Peterson as Green pulley travels on that one.
Set up, let's go, let's get a quick rep, let's go. Come to me, Turner.
And Himmelberg now working it around to Walton. Himmelberg off the handoff. He's guarded by Henry. Good defense there by LCA, and they're able to come up with the steal. Shannon Henry, who had a good game last night. Finds Kennedy. Kennedy misses the shot, and we've got an over-the-back foul on Green pulley. That'll be his second. Team second. And Ali checking into the game for Green pulley. Good communication there by LCA. Turner trying to drive on Henry.
Good job. Let's go. Down the pipe.
Good defense there. Himmelberg close up with the left. No good. And LCA looking to cut into this 6-point deficit. Ball moves around there. Peterson gets it. Kicks it back out to Ali. Ali going to let it fly. No good. Kendrick Davis dribbling through traffic, able to keep the handle on that one. He'll get it over to A.K. Dixon. Davis shot from the corner, no good.
Stay in it.
And that ball be deflected out of bounds back to LCA. Plaskett all the way to the lane, blocked by Dixon. They'll retain possession though. Senior Keegan Barnhart checking into the game for the Tigers. Out of Novelty, Ohio, Barnhart in his first year in Chatham provided great spark for Coach Petty's Tigers. See if he can do the same this afternoon. Plaskett finds a cutting Kennedy. Kennedy gets it over to Henry. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Plaskett hoists it up, and he will find the bottom of the net, cutting the Hargrave lead in half. Barnhart drive, drift to Dixon. Dixon's three-point attempt out of the corner, no good. Alex Turner, strong rebound, unable to finish, but A.J. Walton, the senior, as he's done throughout the course of his career here, comes up with the heady play and gives Hargrave back a 5-point lead as we come to the closing seconds here of the first quarter. Peterson turnaround, back rim, and the Tigers with a chance to get the last second shot. Passes it ahead to Barnhart. Barnhart lays it up and in. And that is how the first quarter will end after 8 minutes of play. Hargrave 21, Life Christian Academy 14. We'll be back with the second quarter. If you didn't have a chance to check out the action yesterday, you can see on the screen we had a pair of games. Last night, Hosanna College Prep beat Life Christian Academy 93-74, while the host Hargrave Tigers defeated Kiba Prep 119-70. That sets up this afternoon's championship matchup at approximately 3 p.m. as the Hargrave Military Academy Tigers take on Hosanna College Prep in a rematch of a game earlier this week where the Tigers won by 28, 87-59. Hosanna looking to get revenge. We'll see if the Tigers can defend their first Piedmont Corporation Invitational title as A.J. Walton, mid-range no good, and Ashton Ali going to lose it, deflected out of bounds by Himmelberg. LCA keeps possession here, trailing by a touchdown early in the second quarter. Ali, three, count it. Walton now guarded by Ali. Himmelberg, deep three from the top of the key, rattles around and finds the bottom of the net.
Come on. Come on.
LCA able to break the press, and Shannon Henry makes the basket, and he'll head to the line for a chance at a 3-point play. That foul going to be on A.K. Dixon, his first, team first. Shannon Henry, 6'4" junior, looking to complete the three-point play. And he does. 24-20. This LCA team really battled last night. Only trailing by 1 at halftime, and Hosanna College Prep was able to build as much as a 20-point advantage en route to that 19-point victory. But LCA again played hard. They battled through foul trouble as Himmelberg's three front rim winds up in the hands of A.J. Walton. He finds Barnhart. Barnhart three front rim, and LCA with a chance to cut further into this deficit. Plaskett into the lane, floats it up with the right. No good. A.K. Dixon comes down with the rebound. And Hargrave able to maintain possession there. A.J. Walton dribbling through traffic. Barnhart into Walton. Walton blocked by Peterson. Taki Peterson having himself a good game so far. He's got 9 early points for LCA. He has the ball in the corner being guarded by Turner. Ten seconds on the shot clock for LCA as they look to get an open shot against this Hargrave zone. We'll see what Kennedy does with it out of the corner. And it'll be deflected out of bounds by A.J. Walton. 2 seconds left on the shot clock here. Curley checks in for Peterson. Henry hits the front rim and beats the shot clock, but unable to score. And Himmelberg finds Barnhart on the run, back to Himmelberg. And traveling violation on the senior from Chapel Hill. Five and a half minutes remaining here in the first half. Hargrave came out of the gates hot and built up as much as a 10-point lead in the first quarter as Plaskett makes it a one-possession game with that floater. LCA able to weather the storm, and with a stop here, they have a chance to tie or take the lead on the next possession. Barnhart gets the ball back, flips it up, no good. Again, strong defense for LCA. Plaskett, good hesitation. Can he float it up the right again? He can, and we are all knotted up at 24 apiece. Plaskett showing off that skill there as he's able to float it across his body, going from left to right. As Walton gets the deflection, it winds up in the hands of Curley, and LCA takes their first lead of the afternoon midway through the second quarter. Himmelberg off the handoff from Farmer. He gets all the way and finishes it with the left. Tied back up at 26 here after the nice play there between Himmelberg and Farmer. Ali from the wing. He hit one there earlier. No good. Curley and Himmelberg fight for the rebound. And the ball will stay with LCA. We've got a timeout on the floor. 3:56 remaining in the first half. Be a 30-second timeout. We'll take it with them. You're tuned in to the 2021 First Piedmont Corporation Invitational. out of the timeout. We'll see which coach gets the better in this possession. In a lot of ways, basketball is like a chess match. Trying to outsmart the guy wearing the other uniform there. Shot out of the corner. No good. Winds up in the hands of Peterson, and that'll be his 4th three of the first half. Tyke Peterson showing off the skill there. And the behind-the-back pass to Plaskett. That'll be and we've got a score correction there. That shot by Tyke Peterson out of the corner was a long 2 instead of a 3. But still, the young man with 11 first half points, and LCA now up 4, and they get him up with the steal there. Curley, after laying it up on the last possession, gets the steal, and the ball winds up back in the hands of Plaskett. Green Tully, that is a no-doubt 3, no good though. Davis pushes it ahead to Turner. Turner avoids the contact there, misses it, gets his own miss, and he puts it in. The freshman really playing at a high level so far this afternoon. Turner, a Raleigh, North Carolina native. That 3 good for Peterson. He made sure that one was a 3. Good teamwork there for LCA, and they have continued to increase this lead. After trailing by 7 to start the second quarter, they now lead by 7, under 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Himmelberg, 3-point attempt, no good. Peterson with 14 so far in the first half. Drives there, lays up the right, no good. But Omari Curley, tell you what, folks, he has been everywhere this afternoon. Defensive boards, offensive boards. He's gotten his hands in the passing lane for some steals, really showing off an all-around solid game for LCA. CJ Farmer into the lane. He's going to knock it down, and the foul. That foul on Curley, his first, team 3rd. 7-point game. As A.K. Dixon checks in, replacing Turner. C.J. Farmer looking to complete the 3-point play. Front rim no good. A.K. Dixon into the game, gets the rebound. Kendrick Davis, mid-range shot no good, but then a turnover by LCA will send the ball back to Hargrave. 1:13 remaining here in the first half. Farmer working on Curley. He drives hard into the lane. Switches the ball midair to his left hand. He finishes through the contact, and he'll send back to the line for another and one opportunity. That's 2 quick fouls there on Curley. And quickly, Shannon Henry comes in to replace him there. And Farmer Knocks in the free throw. And is now a 4-point game. Malachi Plaskett on the drive. Throws it up, no good. Himmelberg falls down, able to catch it and save it. And that ball deflected out of bounds. Smart play there by Kendrick Davis. Davis into the lane, flips it up with the left, no good. And good transition defense there for the Tigers. Peterson step back three, no good. Good contest there by Himmelberg. And ball finds Himmelberg in the corner. Three-pointer is good. And it is a 1-point game now. LCA probably will hold for the last shot here. Under 10 seconds. Plaskett by Davis, and he will be fouled on the play. That one going to be on Davis. That'll be his first, team second. 4.3 seconds remaining in the first half. Turner comes in and replaces Farmer. Henry at the buzzer, and it'll drop. For the second straight game, LCA, the beneficiary of a buzzer-beating shot to end the first half. We're midway through this one. LCA 39, Hargrave 36. We'll be back in the second half in approximately 10. Welcome back, folks. We got the second half on tap. LCA with a 39-36 lead over the Hargrave Tiger varsity team. Really fast-paced first half. Both teams enjoyed a lead of as much as 7 points in the back-and-forth affair. We'll see which team can maintain that here in the second half. Himmelberg's three-pointer, no good, rebounded by Peterson. And LCA looking to build on this three-point halftime advantage. Plaskett into the lane, he finds Green Pulley. Green Pulley drives baseline. Left-handed floater, no good. And the ball winds up in the hands of freshman Alex Turner. Kendrick Davis into the lane, he throws it up over a strong defense from Henry, no good. And Plaskett with the block on Turner. So a couple early possessions. No baskets here, but Brandon Green Pulley all the way to the lane. Finishes it with the right. A.J. Walton going to be fouled on the play. It'll be a two-shot foul for Brandon Green Pulley. That'll be his third foul, team first. And Walton knocks down the first. And Walton makes the pair. Full court pressure again for the Tigers as Plaskett able to dribble all the way through, and he is going to be called for the offensive foul. That is going to be his first, team second. And Himmelberg now with the ball for the Tigers. Into the lane there, stop and pop. Finds Davis in the corner. Himmelberg stops on a dime, unable to finish, and Turner hits it out, sending the ball back to Life Christian. Two here in the second half as Peterson gets all the way to the rim with the left and finishes it. Peterson had a strong first half. Knocked down 4 threes, and he currently has 16 points. Alex Turner off the shot fake, unable to finish, and the ball finds its way into the hands of A.K. Dixon and then into the bottom of the net for Hargrave's answer. This has been a back-and-forth affair throughout. Hargrave had a 10-point lead early. LCA led by as many as 7 as Plaskett misses. But then Hargrave turns it right back over, trying to push it. LCA with a strong second quarter, putting up 25 points in that second frame. Ali hit a 3 in the first, unable to connect there. He got a good look at it. Walton into the lane with the left. Can't finish there. And he's able to make it that time. And we have a 1-point game. And then a line violation will send the ball back to the Tigers. 5:01 remaining here in the third quarter. Hargrave with a basket here can retake the lead for the first time this half. And Turner with the ball in the corner. Himmelberg able to get out of it, and he will put it up and in, and Hargrave reclaims the lead, 44-43. This full court pressure causing some problems for LCA, and Hargrave able to force a 10-second violation as Brandon Green-Pulley checks back into the game for LCA. Hargrave playing with great passion so far this afternoon, as they are very fortunate to be able to play again after their season was supposed to have ended on Monday and the VISAA State Invitational Tournament, but through a matter of circumstance able to play this afternoon against LCA, and now making the most of this opportunity as they have a 3-point lead. Shannon Henry, nice touch on the mid-range jumper there. Turner guarded by Henry. Top of the key three for the freshman. Nothing but net. This young man showing off his developing skill set. Again, only a freshman is Turner, as Henry knocks that one in.
Come on, let's go. Run the floor. Take it back.
Himmelberg stops on a dime, unable to finish, and Shannon Henry comes up with the rebound. Strong play by Turner, winds up in the hands of Walton. Walton through the contact with the finish. And Hargrave still up 51-47. Here in the third quarter, 2021 First Piedmont Corporation Invitational. As an errant pass sends the ball back to Hargrave.
Hey, Jay, give me a good one. Hey, one.
Himmelberg from the wing, three-pointer, no good. Strong rebound by Green-Pulley, and he will be fouled on the rebound. That one on number 11, Keegan Barnhart, his first, team first of the second half. Shannon Henry all the way to the rim, unable to finish there, and the ball tipped out of bounds and back to the Tigers. Both teams playing extremely hard, just thankful to have games throughout this 2020-2021 season. I'm sure they're all very grateful to be on the court today, as Turner, strong move and finish. The young fella from Raleigh with the big finish there, but Ali on the way back gets that one to rattle around and drop. Himmelberg right back at him, and he is right into the lane. Both teams starting to open it up here. Peterson, three-pointer, count it.
One more, kick out.
Tyke Peterson now with 5 threes on the afternoon. Barnhart into the lane. Thought about it, good defense there by Kennedy. Walton, no good. Turner, heady play there for the freshman. He is having an outstanding game for the Tigers, showing plenty of promise as Green-Pulley with the baseline pull-up. Both teams clicking on offense. As that foul going to be called on number 11, Kennedy, his first. 3-point game here. Tigers in the lead, under a minute to go in the third quarter. Turner already hit a 3 from the top of the key, thought about it. Himmelberg gonna let it fly as the shot clock expires, and he knocks it down, matching Hargrave's largest lead of the second half.
Man in space, man in space, man. Oh, you gotta do that. If you pick it up, you gotta do that. Hand up!
Peterson, strong move there, and he is gonna be fouled on the turnaround attempt, sending him to the line for 2. That foul on Colin Himmelberg. His first, team second. Peterson at the line for 2. And he makes the first. Kendrick Davis and CJ Farmer checking back in for the Tigers. 25.9 on the clock here in the third quarter. Hargrave with a 5-point lead.
Let's go.
Second one no good, into the hands of CJ Farmer. And Hargrave has a chance to hold for the last shot with the shot clock off. Himmelberg directing traffic here. He drives, stops on a dime, 3-point attempt, no good. Green Pulley tried to pass it ahead. Farmer gonna hoist it up at the buzzer. No good. We've played 3 quarters. Your score, Hargrave 60, Life Christian Academy 55. Folks, at approximately 3 o'clock today, we will have our championship game featuring Hargrave Military Academy's post-grad team taking on Hosanna College Prep here in the 2021 First Piedmont Corporation Invitational. The Tigers, the defending champions in this event, looking to retain the crown and defend their home floor inside historic Walter Davis Gymnasium. Looking at top performers on both teams so far, you have to think that for LCA, Tyke Peterson showing off his range, knocking down 5 threes so far this afternoon. For the Hargrave Tigers, they've got 2 guys who are really pacing this group. You've got Colin Himmelberg, the senior, and Alex Turner, the freshman. Turner getting it done on both sides of the ball, really controlling the glass. Doing it all from transition dunks to top of the key threes as we are back to action here. LCA trailing by 5, looking to cut into this deficit. Henry kicks it over to Kennedy. Kennedy guarded by Davis. Strong defense there by Kendrick Davis. Kennedy into the lane, and he will be fouled on the floor. That on Davis, his second. Team's third of the second half. Baseline out of bounds, 20 on the shot clock for LCA. And they'll throw it in to Kennedy. Peterson, good move there, and he floats it up with the left. Peterson having an outstanding game for LCA, doing everything to keep his team in it. Barnhart thought about the 3 in the corner, drives all the way in and lays it up with the left. Strong move for the senior from Novelty, Ohio. Peterson over to Kennedy. Kennedy thought about it, ends up shooting it. No good. Himmelberg passes it up ahead to Davis. Davis avoids the contact, lays it up, no good, but Alex Turner. Who else comes up with the rebound but Alex Turner? And a nice pass to Himmelberg in the corner, and that is nothing but net. The Tigers now with their largest lead of the second half. Green pulley with the answer
Get it out, let's go.
for LCA, looking to find a way to get some stops against the Tigers. Davis, three-point attempt, no good, and CJ Farmer battles for the rebound, and he will be called for the offensive foul there. Farmer's first, team fourth, and LCA with an opportunity to cut into this deficit. Green pulley, swings it over around the top. Peterson into the lane, throws it up, no good, and Curley tried to save it, unable to. And we've got a timeout on the floor, charged to Hargrave. It'll be a full timeout. We'll take it with them. 5:57 remaining in regulation. Out of the timeout here, Himmelberg to inbound for Hargrave. Some full court pressure here for LCA. And Barnhart's three-point attempt, no good. And we've got a foul again on CJ Farmer with the push-off while the ball was in the air.
Keep playing hard, CJ. Man in space, not two, just one. Pick it up. If you're going to play it.
Basket.
Play it, get it up.
Over to Peterson. Peterson thought about the three. He's hit plenty of them this afternoon. Green pulley skips it over to Peterson. Peterson, no good. Curley with the rebound. Unable to finish. And Turner comes down with it for the Tigers. Himmelberg into the lane, and he's able to finish it with the acrobatic finish with the right. Five minutes remaining in regulation. Hargrave matching its largest lead of the second half with 8. They led by as many as 10 in the first half, as Peterson unable to hit the open jumper there. Himmelberg gets to the free throw line, stop and pop in transition, and the Tigers have matched their largest lead of the game. Colin Himmelberg, an outstanding season for his senior year here at Hargrave. Shannon Henry into the lane. He's able to finish it through the foul, and he'll have a chance to go to the line to complete the three-point play. That'll be CJ Farmer's third foul, team sixth. A.K. Dixon back into the game to replace Farmer. 4:28 remaining. Shannon Henry looking to complete the three-point play for LCA as they look to continue to claw back into this one. Free throw attempt, no good. Barnhart out on the wing, guarded by Peterson. He drives into the lane, floats it up with the right, no good. And LCA with a chance to keep this thing going here. Peterson, shot fake, pull up on the baseline, no good. Green pulley with the rebound. His attempt, no good, and it'll go out of bounds off of Omari Curley, and it'll go back to Hargrave. Barnhart on the wing by himself here. He gets into the lane, finds Dixon. And a timeout going to be called by Hargrave. You only use one of each. And we've got a 30-second timeout, 3:43 remaining in this one. Hargrave with an 8-point lead. This is game 3 of 4 on the weekend in the 2021 First Piedmont Corporation Invitational. Coming up at 3 o'clock today, we've got Hosanna College Prep out of Durham, North Carolina, taking on the Hargrave Military Academy Tigers. That one coming to you right here at 3 o'clock. Stay tuned in for some great hoops action this afternoon. Out of the timeout, 15 seconds on the shot clock for the Tigers. Look to see what Coach Petty drew up out of this timeout. Barnhart catches it in the backcourt. Davis loses it, and Curley with the ball there. He comes up, and Himmelberg deflects it out of bounds. LCA retains possession.
Hey, be smart here. You got outside. Get outside. You got minute. Hey, get on the minute. Play outside.
Green Pulley with the ball out top of the key. He finds Plaskett. Plaskett into the lane, kicks it out to Tyke Peterson. Unable to connect on the open three. Looked good when it left his hand. Davis spin move, and he will travel. So back-to-back turnovers there for Davis. And Walton comes back into the game to replace him. And Plaskett able to roll the ball all the way into the front court for LCA, trailing by 8, 3 minutes to go. Still plenty of time in this one. Both teams with strong offensive output so far today. Good ball movement there by LCA. And it results, unfortunately for LCA, in a travel. Really good ball movement there as Hargrave looks to answer, leading by 8. They have led by as many as 10 in both halves so far. Barnhart, pull up, in and out, no good. And it'll be a jump ball, keeps possession with Hargrave. 2:36 on the clock. Hargrave looking to hang on. They've led this entire fourth quarter. Led most of the second half after getting a 44-43 lead. Barnhart, Himmelberg, three-pointer, count it, and Hargrave has their largest lead of the afternoon. Plaskett floater off the glass, no good. A.K. Dixon comes up with it. And we've got an official timeout as Colin Himmelberg limping here. And we've got Luke Garcia, the junior from Raleigh, North Carolina, in to replace Himmelberg. Hargrave with the ball and their largest lead. Barnhart unable to connect with Dixon. And just like that, Colin Himmelberg back in the game. This senior from Chapel Hill, North Carolina, hoping to walk off this quarter winner in his last high school game. He comes up with the steal, And it winds up in the hands of Barnhart. Again, for all these Tiger seniors, wanting to win this last game is paramount. And Himmelberg trying to make sure that happens now with just under 90 seconds remaining in this one. Hargrave with a 13-point lead. And unable to come up with a steal off the deflection there. Curley hits Peterson. Peterson pull up. Front rim, and Alex Turner comes up with the rebound. Himmelberg all the way to the rim, unable to finish. And it winds up in the hands of Keegan Barnhart. And your Tigers lead it by 15 as Curley's layup attempt with the left falls. 76-63, under a minute to go in regulation. Looks like the Tigers are going to be able to hold on to this one as Barnhart throws it out of bounds. Checking in for the Tigers, number 0, Alexandro Alexis from Brooklyn, New York, the sophomore, and 8th grader, Andrew McWilliam. Checking in for the Tigers. Pretty cool for these guys to get some varsity action as Peterson's three-point attempt, no good. And it looks like we've got 6 players on the floor. Looks like it'll be a technical foul for too many players on the court. That'll send Brandon Green-Pulley to the line for 2. And the first one no good. And the second one falls. So a 12-point game here. 34.2 seconds left. Peterson to the lane. Finishes through the traffic. Himmelberg able to dribble all the way through. He finds Alexis. Alexis' shot blocked out of bounds. 20.6 seconds left. Alexis into Garcia, and Garcia dribbles out of bounds, so 17.6 seconds left in this one. 10-point game here. Alexis, full court pressure on Plaskett. Plaskett able to get all the way to the lane. He finds Peterson. Peterson with the right hand, and it is good. Steal for LCA. They finish it, and we've got a timeout on the floor called by LCA. This will be a 30-second timeout. 3.4 seconds left in this one. LCA with a strong push here and a quick 8-0 run. Might be too little, too late though. 3.4 seconds left, 6-point game. Walton to inbound the ball there. Green-Pulley with the deflection, and he shoots it at the buzzer, and that'll be no good. So your final here in the 2021 First Piedmont Corporation Invitational Showcase game. Hargrave Military Academy 76, Life Christian Academy 70. At approximately 3 o'clock, we've got the championship game featuring Hosanna College Prep and the Hargrave Military Academy Tigers. We'll be back at 3 p.m.